Tenemos a la primera selección, la selección de Finlandia. The first team in this morning, national team of Finland. El equipo inicial de Finlandia, starting offense of Finland, player number 8, Paula Lehtinen. Player number 12, Kirsti Nilhamo. Number 65, Kirsi Kauhani. Number 66, Laura Contiani. Number 70, Elina Leukune. Number 77, Mirha Honkonen. Number 78, Mintu Hurme. Number 80, Sari Kuosmani. Number 82, Hena Rika Pitkani. Number 87, Jenny Walberg. And player 91, Katrin Lane. Now is the staff inside the field, led by the head coach, Timo Kusistu. Y ahora tenemos al equipo nacional de Austria. Now entering to the field, Austria national team. Starting defense for Austria, player number 5, Sandra Haber. Player number 6, Loborka Mara. Player number 15, Ruth Gutjahr. Player 17, Martina Beisteiner. Player number 21, Vanessa Zorin. Player number 25, Nina Simmel. Player number 26, Constance Marek. Player 29, Jasmine Straka. Player number 41, Teresa Mulletner. Player 45, Patricia Stefanelli. And the last player, number 96, Daniela Hahn. head coach for Austria, Cameron Fricke. And now the Finland national anthem. And now the Austria national anthem.
Good morning, everyone, from Maracena, Spain, host to the first Women's European Championships in American football. Today's first matchup is a big one. It's a battle for the final between Team Austria and Team Finland. Austria will be the home team in this game. So you see them at the opposite sideline. And they are about to line up for the coin toss with their team captains. I see number 23, Lisa Neubauer, the running back who was the MVP of their previous game. Number 7, Cornelia Tripfel, the starting quarterback of the team. Number 6, Lovorka Maras, linebacker. And number 17, that is Martina Beisteiner, defensive back. And on a Finnish side, it is number 65, Kirsi Kauhanen of the offensive line. Number 41, Elina Kero, a linebacker. Number 52, Elina Seppälä, defensive lineman, or line woman, I guess. And number 87, Jenny Wahlberg, the starting quarterback of the Finnish team. It is around 10:30 in the morning here in Spain, and it's already very, very hot. The weather is kind of hazy, and the humidity is higher than the previous days, so it feels even hotter than the actual temperature. But we will have another 40-degree day. 40 degrees Celsius, of course. Finland has won the coin toss and deferred based on the signals from referee Gyula Udvardi of Hungary, which means it's Austria's choice. So Austria will receive the football to begin this football game. Referee today is, like I said, Gyula Udvardi of Hungary, with the umpire Harald Fonsido of Sweden, linesman Les Connor of Great Britain, line judge Mona Rickard, Germany, field judge Moa Alfredson of Sweden, side judge Gudrun Bogman of Germany, and back judge Keith Wickham of Great Britain. Austria's receiving team or return team will include defensive back Jasmin Straka. She is the main kick and punch returner on the team. And Finland's kicker is one of their running backs, Tytti Kuusinen, with number 36. We will see them on the field in just a second. Today's other game will start at 9 p.m. and it's a battle between Team Sweden and Team Germany. In that group, Great Britain has already secured their spot in the final by a win over Sweden 2 days ago, which means Sweden and Germany will battle it out for a spot in the bronze medal game on Saturday. But in this game, and in this group, the field is wide open. Both teams defeated Team Spain, so they are now in position to get into the final. With Finland with the advantage because they defeated Spain with more of a difference in the score. Ball flies over the returner's heads, and the defensive backs have a hard time picking it up. So number 29, Jasmin Straka, will fall on the ball, and Austria will have their first down at their own 30-yard line. Nice kick by Team Finland. Austria's quarterback, Cornelia Fripfel, with number 7, and their star running back, Lisa Neubauer, both of the Vienna Vikings, lined up in the shotgun. The snap is high, it is fumbled, but both players fall on top of it, so it is recovered by Team Austria for a second down after a 5-yard loss. Not a good start for Team Austria, but this is only the first offensive play of the game, so there's a lot of time to recover from the initial nerves. Motioning receiver. And Fripfel keeps the football, runs up the middle for a 5-yard gain. Tackle made by Finland's number 44, Annette Beckman, veteran defensive back. She played at the World Championships in Helsinki, where Team Finland got the bronze medal, narrowly defeating Team Germany in that game. It was a thriller of a game with record audience present at the stadium in Helsinki. So hopefully we'll see another football game today, despite the heat. Fripfel's going to pass. The pocket was very small. It was collapsing very quickly, and the pass was incomplete. Intended for Fripfel's twin, Katarina Fripfel. It is 4th and 7 for Team Austria, which means they are going to punt the football. Their punter is Kristina Haberditz, who also plays quarterback for the Schwarz Hammers. It's a short punt down the middle. Finland's number 5 touched the football, trying to fall on top of it. I'm not sure why she was trying to field that punt. That was Marfa Raipela, defensive back. And it looks like Team Austria actually recovered it after Team Finland touched the football, so they can send their offense back on the field. It will be first down for Finland. Indeed, it is first down for Team Austria after that fumble. On punts, if the returning team touches the football first, it becomes a live ball. And so Team Austria took that opportunity. Handoff to Lisa Neubauer, who runs outside. She's got a lot of speed. She stays at the sideline and forced out of bounds by Finland's number 3, Tiina Mutanen. Neubauer ran for the first down, but Finland's defense was quick enough to react to this play and contain successfully by the sideline. Austria scored 2 touchdowns on Neubauer's outside runs using her elite speed. But Team Finland definitely watched the game film and prepared for that attack. Motioning receiver. 2 running backs and a handoff to Neubauer. It is quickly stuffed by Finland. Number 52, Elina Seppälä, veteran of the defensive line for Team Finland. I remember saying her name a lot in Helsinki. She's a standout on the defensive line. Great job by Seppälä on this play. It was a tackle for a loss of 4 yards, so it is 2nd and 14, I believe, for Team Austria. We line up with 3 receivers and 2 backs in this drive. Triple and the passing attempt was actually not only deflected but hit before she could throw it, and the Finnish player fell on top of it, but the arm was going forward, I believe, according to referee Julia Udvardi, which means it's an incomplete pass and not a fumble and recovery. She was trying to throw the football and the arm was already going forward as she got hit, or the football was hit by the Finnish defensive player. So it's 3rd and 14 for Austria. The Finnish defensive line has been very good at collapsing that pocket. Triffel has no room to throw, but she does manage to throw the football. It looks like it is ruled incomplete, though. It hit the ground before number 19, Siri Knapp, the other running back, could have caught it. It's 4th and 14 for Team Austria. And Haberditz is going to punt. The snap is really low, but Haberditz picks it up and kicks it down the middle. It bounces all the way back to the 21-yard line. So that was a great punt for Team Austria, much better than the previous one, even though the snap was almost fumbled. Quick thinking by Haberditz and nerves, good nerves. Nerves of steel for the punter, getting that ball out with a lot of pressure on her. The score is 0-0, 7 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first quarter. And we will now see Finland's starting offense on the field. Number 87, Jenny Wahlberg, is the starting quarterback, with number 91, Katri Laine, as running back. There's a motion and a handoff. It's sort of a jet sweep play that gets around the first level of defense, and a first down for number 8, Paula Lehtinen, the motioning receiver, who got the handoff on this play. Lehtinen displayed some speed on this one, getting all the way around the linebackers on that side and running for that first down. Just 1st and 10 for Team Finland at the 35. Another motion play, same play, or at least similar play, with number 12, Kirsti Nirhamo, getting the handoff this time. She tried to cut inside and ran into some defenders there, but still managed to get 6 yards on the play, or I'd say 5 yards on the play. The ball will be placed at the 41-yard line for 2nd and 5 for Team Finland. Four receivers this time, and another motion, and another handoff. Beautiful run by number 8. Down the sideline and into the end zone. Touchdown, Team Finland, Paula Lehtinen. First 2 runs for a first down on this play. This time, she got the touchdown. Great read on the blocks. You see the defense reading it right, but there was a huge block by the running back right there. And Lehtinen gets around the defensive back on that side, and nobody can catch her. Austria lost contain in this one at the sideline. The linebackers did their job, but it looks like perhaps the defensive back on that side was moving inside and left too much room for Lehtinen to run down the sideline. There's a penalty on the kicking team, on Team Finland, before the extra point attempt. And just like we saw in their first game, they are going to go for it too. They have not tried a field goal or extra point yet. By number 21, Vanessa During, number 6, Lovor Kamares, and number 26, Konstanz Marek. So the extra point attempt is no good. The score is 6-0, Team Finland. It was Jenny Linden with the carry, the running back who amassed the most yards for Team Finland in their previous game. This time I see number 90, Laura Tenberg, at the football. So it looks like this time they switched kickers on this for this game. It is definitely a higher kick than what we have seen from them in the previous game. It bounces out of bounds between the 25 and the 30-yard line. If the ball bounces out of bounds on a kickoff, it is a penalty. which means Austria will have the football at the 35-yard line. But I think there is some complaining from the Finnish sideline. Perhaps they think there was a possible penalty to be called there. Austria with their 4 receivers wide and a single back. Motioning receiver inside to be an extra blocker. And Prifel keeps the football, screen passes it to number 33, Katarina Prifel, her sister, twin sister, who runs 4 yards after the catch. Tackle was made by Finland's number 6, Julia Turunen. And now it is 2nd and 8. Handoff to Neubauer, and an attempted block by Prifel. It's more of just a nick. This time the run goes nowhere. Finland's defense en masse rushes to the spot of the runner and tackle her by committee at the 30-yard line. It is 3rd and 14 for Team Austria. Finland has so far successfully prepared for those outside runs, screens, and swing passes that Austria use so much. And it is that swing pass to Neubauer, but she cannot catch that football. It's an incomplete pass and a 4th down for Austria. And Haberditz runs onto the field for the punt. Good work by the Finnish defense. Punt down the middle. Finland does not try to return it. So it is fielded by Team Austria for a Finnish 1st down at the 37-yard line. Kirsti Nierhano, the punt returner on Team Finland, saw that there were a lot of red jerseys coming towards her, so she decided not to try to return it this time. They do have good field position, so didn't want to risk it. Hand off to the motioning receiver. This time it was number 12, Kirsti Nierhamo, and she ran for 9 yards on this play. She had a good lane to run. Once again, great blocking by Finland and good read. Lehtinen again, and the same play as on her touchdown. She does the same thing, gets through the defense and runs down into the end zone. Another touchdown for Paula Lehtinen, and the same exact play from almost the same field position as before. 12 points on the board for Finland. all of them by wide receiver number 8, Paula Lahtinen. And now for the extra point attempt, which again will be a 2-point conversion. Number 20, Jenny Linden, is in the backfield. And at quarterback, it's number 7, Merita Brun, the statistical leader on Team Finland since their first game in 2008. It's a quick toss to Linden, who avoids the tackle, runs into the end zone for the extra point. Good effort by Linden. After being hit by Vanessa Doring, she still kept those legs and got through into the end zone for 2 more points. So the score is 14-0, Team Finland. They will kick the football off. Let's see if Austria can adjust and get something going on offense. Team Finland looked dominant in their first game against Team Spain. There were voices saying, let's see what they can do against Team Austria. Well, they look dominant so far in this game as well. Austria played a good game against Team Spain. It was a close game until the very end. Kickoff is fielded by Christina Haberditz, number 12, who tries to run it back and does so for about 6 or 7 yards and gets tackled at the 42. So Austria played a good game against Spain and won it on the legs of Lisa Neubauer, the speed of their running back, Vikings, and a passing touchdown. But up with some more creative plays as well against this Finnish defense, who are well prepared and fast. Action. Handoff to Lisa Neubauer, who has so much pressure and she gets pushed back, but she gets out of the first would-be tackler's hands, but there are 6 or 7 more Finnish defenders there. Nowhere to go for the running back. Pure speed is not going to be enough against this defense. There has to be better blocking. Finland has been playing women's American football as a national team since 2008, I believe. They have an annual game against Team Sweden that started when Team Sweden started their national team in 2008 or 9, I believe. Another run that was stuffed. It will be 3rd down for Team Austria. So they have an annual game against their neighbors. They appeared in both World Championships and took the bronze medal in both cases. So they are the number 1 in Europe right now. And if they get into the final, they will have a chance to play against Team Great Britain, who have already secured their spot. A run by Cornelia Frippel to the right. She gets tackled after 3 or 4 yards by Finland's number 43 and 41. Elina Kero with number 41 and Anna Tankskanen with number 43. Again, what you see on Team Finland is they they get to the football on defense. Not just one player, but at least 2 or 3 getting to the football, helping each other out on the tackle. Hubbard punts the football. It's a high punt, but it bounces all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's going to be a first down for Team Finland. Almost at the end of the first quarter. About 20 seconds left in this quarter. With the score at 14-0. Team Finland up by 2 touchdowns. Jenny Wahlberg at quarterback in the shotgun. This time with Linden at her side as running back. The snap is a bit low, but the handoff to Lahtinen is good. And she runs for another 2 yards after contact with the defenders. Maras is down, but she gets up. And now this signals the end of the first quarter. We're going to switch, the teams are going to switch sides real quick, and we will start the second quarter immediately with the score 14-0, Team Finland.
Donde ya tienen a una de las finalistas, la selección de Gran Bretaña, que ha sido la primera finalista en este campeonato europeo.
It is going to be a second down for Team Finland as soon as they line up on the other side of the field. With 6 yards to go, the ball at the 34. Austria's defense will have to make sure they contain. This time on the first down, it was well done, well executed. The runner was trying to cut inside where Team Austria is the strongest. Their linebacking core is very experienced. Handoff to Linden, who manages to escape the first tackle attempt, but then gets on the ground after another yard or so, which means this was a run for no gain, as the handoff was in the backfield, of course, coming from the shotgun formation. It is 3rd and 6, Team Finland. So far, so good for the Austrian defense on this drive. Lehtinen motions and a handoff to her. She sees the gap, runs through it. But this time, Austria's linebackers are on the money and make the tackle. First one there was number 15, Ruth Gutjahr, who is actually a defensive back. But a Finnish player at the bottom of the pile remains on the ground. Perhaps she just got the wind knocked out of her. That's what it looks like. It is a first down, though, for Team Finland. The run was good enough to get the first down. And it is Linden who was down since she was the blocker, one of the blockers on the play. And the running back just got off the field. It looks like she will come back in just a little bit. She's a tough cookie, that one. Lehtinen motioning again. It's a fake handoff, and then an actual handoff to Finland's number 24, who reads the blocks, gets through the first level, and then gets tackled after about 20 and a few yards by number 21, Vanessa Döring. Finland's number 24 is Janina Virtanen. Came in relief of Linden as a running back on display. So this was a nice trick play by Finland. With the delayed handoff and the fake. Kusinen in motion and a handoff to Virtanen, who once again gets tackled by Vanessa Döring with an assist by Lovorka Maras. Another strong run by Virtanen. Good for another first down for Team Finland. So 2 strong runs. Right at the outside of their O-line. Nice running lane opened by the blocks. Virtanen, Wahlberg drops back and passes to Paula Lehtinen, who completes the catch and fights for another yard or so before she gets tackled. She was wide open, got behind a defender, but the Austrian defense reacted quickly enough, and she had to turn back for the football. She couldn't take off right away, which means Austria had a chance to make that tackle, and they did. It is first down at the 9-yard line for Team Finland, so they are moving the chains relentlessly in this drive. The snap is low and is fumbled by Wahlberg, who tried to just kind of pitch it to the motioning back. And she did recover the fumble. Second down and 10. Second down and goal, actually, because the ball is at the 9-yard line. So second and goal from the 9 for Team Finland. With Katri Laine in at running back and Wahlberg at quarterback. 4 receivers. And this time the snap is just too long and is fumbled again. Wahlberg tries to fall on top of it, but it looks like Vanessa Döring actually recovered the football. It might have been ruled down. Yes, Wahlberg was ruled down, and before Döring could have gotten to the football, so that means she did recover that fumble. And Finland has a third down at the 20. Third and long for Finland, and since they have not tried to kick field goals, they will probably go for it, even if this attempt is unsuccessful. The pass goes to the right, and the official is saying it was incomplete. It was intended for number 81 in Team Finland, that is Jana Jemima Silas. There was a lot of pressure from Jasmin Straka, the defensive back, lined up opposite of Silas. Fourth and long for Team Finland, and like I said, they don't attempt field goals, or they haven't so far. Another fumble snap picked up by Wahlberg, but she can't return it after recovering it. Good work by the Austrian defense, and some mistakes on the Finnish offense lead to A first down for Austria at the 25-yard line. Turnover on downs. So the football will be placed at the spot that it was recovered at after that fumble. Austria with an empty backfield. Cornelia Frippel by herself in the shotgun and 4 receivers on one side, 1 more on the other. And it's a screen pass to Lisa Neubauer, who avoids a tackle, takes off down the left sideline. Nobody else behind her. In front of her. There's a lot of players behind her. She runs into the end zone for the Austrian touchdown. Number 20 was able to use her speed. A missed tackle by Team Finland on the play. Catapulted Neubauer down the sideline. You see that missed tackle right there. Afterwards, it was nothing but green. Neubauer, she scored Austria's first touchdown in this game. So the game is getting more and more interesting now, with only 8 points in score differential before the extra point attempt, which is a kick attempt by Austria, and the kick is good. Austria's number 37, Franziska Zotner, made the extra point, which means Austria has 7 points on the board, and we got ourselves a football game, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes left in the first half, with Team Finland up by 1 touchdown. It is 14-7 Team Finland, a 1-score game, with a lot of football left to play in the scorching heat of southern Spain. Austria will get to kick the football off now. Their kicker, again, is number 37, Franziska Zotner, with Finland lining up 2 returners, Paula Lehtinen, off the 2 touchdowns. And number 32, Johanna Pudas, who is a defensive back. Excuse me, on Austria, it will actually be Nicole Huber doing the kickoffs. I forgot that they use a different kicker for their kickoffs than their extra points and field goals. It's a short kick on the ground. It bounces up and gets picked up by Finland's number 91, Katri Laine, who is a running back, and she returns it for about 15 yards, which means first down for Team Finland, just past midfield. Well, not just, but 6 yards past midfield. In fact, it is at the 44-yard line. 43-yard line. And a first down for Team Finland, with 7 minutes left in the second quarter of play. Motion and a handoff to number 12, Kirsti Nirhano, who runs up the middle for 3 yards before she is stopped by the Austrian linebackers and defensive line. 2nd and 7 for Team Finland. Austria still lined up with only 2 down linemen and 5 or 6 linebackers, I'm sorry. Handoff to Lehtinen, who fights through several defenders, and it looks like she might have fumbled the football because the Austrian sideline is running to that spot. It's at the other side of the field. We will see the result of the play. She was definitely tackled near the sideline after about 16 yards. there's consultation by the officials. It is very bright up here, so I cannot really see on our replay screen what actually happened there, but we will hear from Dula Udvardi in just a second. It was indeed a fumble, and it was recovered by Team Austria. So it's a turnover created by the Austrian defense. Seems like they woke up a bit too late and weren't here at the beginning of the game, but they finally up and running, adjusted to that Finnish offense, and got the football back for their offense. First down, Team Austria at the 28-yard line. After a motion, it is a handoff to Neuboyer, who runs up the middle for what looks like no gain. There's no room to run inside. Tackle made by Finland's number 3 and 52. That was Tina Mutanen, as well as Elina Seppälä. Joint effort by defensive line and linebackers. First and second level getting to the football. Good work again by the Finnish defense on the inside. They have 4 defensive linemen on the line. And one of them once again gets through the middle and makes a tackle for a loss. This was number 50, Jenny Miettinen, on the defensive line. She made the tackle on Kristina Marie Egger, number 3 on Austria's squad. It is 3rd and long for Team Austria. With a 4-3 defense, the defensive line has to put a lot of pressure on the O-line in the middle. And they do. Triple drops back and runs into her own players, who are pushed back by the Finnish defensive line. And she gets sacked after a couple of yards when she tries to make a run for it. Once again, number 50, Jenny Miettinen, was the first person there. She's very excited about the sack, of course. Rightfully so. 4th and long for Austria, and Haberditz will punt the football. So this opportunity for the offense that was created by the defense was left unused. The punt is fielded by Finland's number 80. She runs through 2 defensive players and returns it for 10 yards. Nice return by Sari Kuosmanen, one of the most experienced players on the team, and one of the best wide receivers for Team Finland over the years. First down, Team Finland, near the Austrian 30. And this time, Merita Brun keeps the football and runs up the middle for a 5 or 6 yard gain. It looks like 7 yards for Brun. When Brun's in at quarterback, it's always a double threat. She can pass, she can run the football, and she could also hand it off. So it is actually a triple threat. Like I said, Brun is the statistical leader for Team Finland in their national team history. She has amassed over 60 points for Team Finland, and she keeps the football again and runs it up the middle for what looks like a first down. She was tackled at the 15-yard line, and the chain crew is moving. 2 Austrian players are on the field, unfortunately, so we will have an injury timeout. It is first down for Team Finland, and the trainers are looking at an ankle. The other player, number 45, Patricia Stefanelli, is walking off the field, so she is fine, but the other player is still on the field. So Brun has gained over 60 points team since 2008, and Sari Kosmanen, the receiver I had mentioned before, has also gained a huge number of points for the team with her touchdown receptions in both World Championships and at friendly scrimmage games and other international games for Team Finland. Brun remains in at quarterback with Jenny Linden in the backfield in the pistol formation. But we also have number 24 on the field, that is Janina Virtanen, another veteran running back for Team Finland. And it is a handoff to Linden, who runs around those blocks into the end zone, but there is a flag thrown near the 10-yard line. So we will see if this touchdown stands. It's a holding call on the offense, so the touchdown will come back. No points for Team Finland. It was a holding call on the offensive line, so it was not the blocks by the running back. Blocked by the running back. It's a 10-yard penalty for offensive holding, so that means first and 20 for Team Finland. They did not necessarily need the O-line to hold on that play. There was great blocking, and Linden read the blocks really well. Finland calls a timeout after some confusion, or seeming confusion, on the offense. Just getting their head straight. It's good timing on the timeout call by the Finnish coach. There are only 3 timeouts to be called, so teams have to use them wisely. And sometimes you just have to call it to get everyone back in the game mentally, or to avoid a penalty. There are many reasons. Of course, teams like to conserve their timeouts in case they need the timeouts to save time at the end of the game or towards the end of the first half. This time we have 2.5 minutes left in the half, so this timeout also helps Team Finland conserve time on the clock. Fake handoff, Marita Brun keeps it and lobs a pass over to Lehtinen, who runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. She was wide open on the play. Great work again by Marita Brun. And another touchdown for Paula Lehtinen. She was involved in all 3 touchdowns. She ran the first two, and she caught this pass for her third of the day. And Marita Brun added 6 more points to her stat sheet. She remains in at quarterback for the extra point for the 2-point conversion attempt, and it's a toss to Linden, who spins around and looks like dives towards the goal line, but it is short off the goal line, so the extra point is no good. It is 1 out of 3 2-point conversions for Team Finland, which means the score is 20-7. 2.5 minutes till halftime in this football game. Finland will kick the football off. Austria has another chance on offense to try to score before the half and retain that 1-score differential. And have a strong chance in the second half. Very nice touchdown play by Team Finland. Brun faked the handoff and managed to get the defense bite on it, jump the run so that her receiver Lehtinen could create separation from her defensive back and catch that pass. Kickoff down to the right. It does not run out of bounds, and it looks like Austria was asleep on this play because Team Finland's coverage team ran all the way down there and recovered the football after the kickoff. So it turned out to be practically an onside kick, even though it was not intended so. On an onside kick, the has to travel at least 10 yards before it can be touched by the kicking team, but this time it was going to be a regular kickoff. It was a short kickoff, and it didn't bounce out of bounds like Austria expected it to, and Finland's coverage team was very vigilant. 3 or 4 of them got to that football before Team Austria even realized what was going on, and so Team Finland gets another first down. This is huge for Team Finland. They can create even more of a separation on the scoreboard from Team Austria. Jenny Wahlberg is at quarterback this time and hands it off to Virtanen, who avoids a tackle and runs for another 2 yards after contact. Tackle made by number 6, Lavor Kamaras. After 5 yards, it is 2nd and 5 for Team Finland. Number 12, Kirsti Nierhanu, was the ball carrier on this play. I believe I said otherwise. Wahlberg scrambles to the right and throws an incomplete pass intended for Nierhanu. Third and 5 for Team Finland with 1.5 minutes left in the first half of the game. Motioning near Hamo, and a fake handoff, and then Wahlberg takes off behind the block by the O-line and runs for the first down and more. It is a 15-yard run by the Finnish quarterback, number 87, Jenny Wahlberg. Great blocks. She faked the handoff and then took off behind that crucial block, as you could see by number 65. As Kirsi Kauhanen. And now it is 1st and 10 again for Team Finland. Wahlberg drops back and throws a pass complete. It seems to number 10. We will see if it was complete. She is holding on to the football. Number 10 is Elsa Suutarinen, running back for Team Finland, who lined up as a slot receiver. And Finland calls a timeout with about 53 seconds left in order to stop the clock and have a couple more chances to score. Great time management and a strong drive by Finland's offense. Austria needs to regroup and make a goal line stand if they don't want to go into the break with a game already slipping away. Well, we do have an entire second half to play where anything can happen. So far, however, the Finnish defense has been strong, so it does not look like a team can score so many times. So Austria needs to make sure they do not incur a huge deficit in the first half, whatever happens in the second. Wahlberg drops back and throws to the right-hand corner of the end zone, and it is complete. Catch made by number 12, Kirsti Nierhamo. So after Lehtinen's 3 touchdowns, Nierhamo adds another one to the Finnish total. It is now 26-7. Team Finland. Wahlberg had all the time in the world. Great pocket and a fade route. Wide open again at the corner of the end zone. Great catch by Nierhamo. 2-point conversion attempt this time. Same route to the left, and it is caught by number 8, Paula Lehtinen, off the previous 3 touchdowns. This time she adds 2 more points in a strong effort, campaigning for that MVP title in this game. There are 48 seconds left in the first half, and Finland will kick the football off. So Austria still has a little bit of time to try to put together a drive to the game. Psychologically, of course, this was huge for Team Finland to recover that kickoff and have another drive completed by a touchdown. They are 20 points ahead now, so it's a 3-score game, and that's a comfortable lead for Team Finland to go into halftime with. The kickoff is down the middle and fielded again by Kristina Haberditz, who takes off with the football and returns it to the 45-yard line. Nice return by the Schwartz quarterback and punter of the team. She's a bit slow to get up. She got hit hard on the play. But she ran up valiantly with that football. She is one of the strongest players on her club team. Austria in the I formation and a handoff to Neuboyer. But again, the Finnish D-line linebacker combo is there. This time it was number 76, Rica Kallio.
Defensive line for Finland. Second and 10 for Austria.
Second and 10 for Team Austria at the 45. The run was stopped for no gain by Finland's defense. Offside eye by Team Austria, and there's a whistle. Timeout called probably? No, there's no timeout called. Austria did not call any timeouts on this drive. They just decided to go into halftime and regroup. It is halftime, and the score is 28-7. Team Finland. A 3-score game. We will be back after halftime in about 12 minutes. Stay tuned.
Our bar with the lowest price in Granada. So you can enjoy very cold beer or soda. Also, we have, it's not the merchandising moment today, but you can enjoy in our bar in this halftime. Tenemos nuestro servicio de bar para poder disfrutar de una refrescante bebida a precios bien baratos para soportar esta flama. Nos vemos en 11 minutos para el comienzo del tercer cuarto de este partido, donde el ganador se enfrentará a Gran Bretaña en la gran final del sábado noche.
Down to the de este partido que está ganando Finlandia sobre la selección de Austria. Finlandia 28, Austria 7. Less than 1 minute from the beginning of this third quarter, where Finland is winning over Austria 28, Austria 7, with a big performance of Paula Letinen, 151 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, 43 reception yards and 1 touchdown for the Finnish player.
Please kick off.
welcome back to the Austria-Finland game of the Women's European Championships in American football in Maracena, Spain. The score is 28-7, Team Finland, and Austria kicks the football off to begin the second half. Three scores down. The kickoff is fielded by Finland's number 8, Paula Lehtinen, who scored Finland's first 2 touchdowns on 50-plus yard runs, and she gets tackled after about 5 yards, so Finland has its first down at the 35-yard line. Finland started the game with 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, both by Paula Lehtinen on a handoff, on an end around by the receiver, 59 and 54 yards respectively. And then Austria answered with a passing touchdown, A carry by Jenny Linden. She runs through the blocks. I will get back to the stats in a minute because Linden is off towards the end zone and through the goal line. Finland with another touchdown. Another rushing touchdown for over 50 yards. This time by number 20, Jenny Linden, who did most of the running back duties in the first game. Finland comes out of the gate after the halftime break, roaring. And scores a touchdown. Extra point, again, is a 2-point conversion attempt. Merita Brun hands it off to Tytti Kuusinen, who runs it in for the 2 points. Number 36, Tytti Kuusinen, running back for the Crocodiles. The Seinäjoki Crocodiles team of Team Finland. That adds 2 more points to Finland's total, 38-7. Team Finland. Team Austria was still in the locker room on that first play. So back to the stats. Austria's touchdown was a passing touchdown of 71 yards, and then Finland scored 2 more touchdowns towards the end of the second quarter, within 3 minutes of the end of the first half. Another pass to Paula Lehtinen. Now that was her 3rd touchdown, and then a pass to Kirsti Nierhamo after the recovered kickoff by Team Finland. This time they kick it off to Austria's number 4, Victoria Legat, wide receiver, who carries it back to past the 40-yard line. Ball will be placed at the 42 by the officials. Team Austria has a first down at the 42, and they are 29 points down in this game. This battle for the final, and it looks more and more like Team Finland is going to be the team facing Team GB in that final game Saturday night. A short pass by Cornelia Pripfel. It is completed for 3 yards, but Pripfel is slow to get up. She was hit on that play after she threw the football, or during the throw. It is so bright here, so I cannot see the screen with the replays. So apologies if I cannot comment on that. I will talk a bit more about the stats from the first half when we have time for that. It's a passing attempt to Lisa Neubauer that is incomplete. She does pick it up. It's kind of a slow developing play. She wasn't sure if she needs to pick it up. The Finnish defense was rushing her, so she kind of made an effort to turn it around and then went down. It seemed like a forward pass, but it might have been a lateral, which means it could have been fumbled. And it was ruled a fumble and recovery, it seems, because the third down is actually 3rd and 15. So it was not a forward pass. Austria with the motioning receiver. And Tripfel needs to scramble because there's a lot of pressure on her, so she runs for it, gets forced out of bounds, 1 yard short of the first down marker. It's a nice run by the quarterback for almost 15 yards. It is 1 yard short, so it is 4th and 1. Team Austria will go for it. They have nothing to lose here. And they are at midfield, so it's definitely 4 down territory for them. And it is 4th and 1. And the quarterback is under center with 2 backs and an offset eye and a motioning receiver. The D-line jumped, but it looks there is a flag on the field. I was looking for that flag. Tripfel made a run for it, but got tackled for a loss. There is a flag. We'll see if it was indeed offside. Austria did manage to make the D-line jump offside, and that means a first down for Austria, as it is a 5-yard penalty. Well done by Team Austria on this play, getting the first down by making the D-line jump with their snap count. First down at the 44 in Finnish territory. Handoff to Neubauer for attempted run up the middle. Tackle is for a loss. Once again, the Finnish defense is very strong in the middle. Number 50, Jani Miettinen, again got through in the middle and made the tackle. It is 2nd and 12 for Team Austria, who did not do well on running plays in the first half. Team Finland, mostly thanks to their long running touchdowns, yards rushing, whereas Austria had only 5 net yards rushing in the first half, and so far they have not been able to add much to it in the middle. Their outside runs work somewhat better. They did manage to gain 8-9 yards on those plays, even their quarterback bootleg play, which turned into a bootleg, but it wasn't intended so. It was a scramble by the quarterback and then a run up the left sideline. They need to stretch the defense more. The Austrian passing attack was actually more successful than their rushing attack. In passing, they actually had more net yards than Finland, but again, that was mostly due to that one long play, the 71-yard touchdown pass to Neubauer, which was actually a shorter pass and then a long run. It was designed that way, but it was mostly the yards after the catch that contributed to that. Triffel keeps the football, runs around, and gets smashed by Finland's number 34, Marianne Tanninen, by the sideline. She is down. That was a huge hit. I was about to say that the way she was holding that football running, as if she was still trying to figure out a way to pass it, even past that line of scrimmage, was not very for the football. I mean, it's very easy to cause a fumble when somebody holds the football out like that. But she is still down. She's being helped up. But Austria sends in their second quarterback, Schwarz-Hammer's player, number 12, Christina Haberditz, in relief of Triffel, the Vikings quarterback, who will sit this play out. 3rd and 12 for Team Austria. Haberditz in the shotgun with 2 backs. She drops back and then makes a run for it. Down the middle, it's a quarterback draw. She gets back to the original line of scrimmage, gains perhaps 1 more yard before the tackle. She got through the first of defense, but not the linebackers. And this is the point when the sun's heat actually managed to get the better of my computer screen. So now it's not that I just can't see the screen. Now we have no screen. We'll come back with that for the evening game where the weather is more kind to us. I will comment on as much as I can see live on the field from our perch up here. Haberditz punts the football down the middle. No return attempt by Finland. And the ball stops at the 15-yard line. Team Finland gets a first down with 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, with the score 36-7. Finland up by a lot, by 9 points, I'm sorry. And a fitting fact here that I wanted to mention earlier, it is the 3rd down conversion rates from the first half. Finland's 3rd down conversions were 2 of 3, but Austria was 0 for 5, so that means they are not doing well on the 3rd down conversions, and we could see that on the previous play, although that was actually made more difficult by the injury to their quarterback and the substitution at quarterback. We saw a run by Tutti Kuusinen up the middle for a 6-yard gain. Number 36, Kuusinen, is in at running back. With Virtanen at fullback and 3 receivers. Handoff to Kuusinen, who lowers those shoulder pads and keeps going for a first down. Great run by Kuusinen. It's a 7-yard run and gets Finland a first down near the 30. Finland also won the battle of possession time, and they are dominating this football game just like the first one. It's a quick pitch to the running back, Jenny Linden, number 20, who fights off a tackle by a stiff arm to the chest and runs for over 15 yards down the right sideline First down, Team Finland.
Buen avance de la corredora finlandesa. Y nuevo, 1ª y 10 para el equipo de Finlandia.
Just past midfield. Austria's defense gets a lot of support from the sideline, from their teammates who are trying to scream for them, but Finland gets another successful handoff, another stiff arm, this time Katri Laine, the sturdy fullback, and she laid such a hit on the Austrian defender with that stiff arm to what looked like her face mask, but not inside her face mask, so it's not a penalty. It is legal that she is actually down on the field. That was a huge run by Katri Laine, and shows that Finland has a group of running backs they can use for different purposes, but same results. Long runs. Number 15 is up now. That is Ruth Goodjar, a defensive back. There was a huge difference in force right there. She is being helped off the field, but she is walking after that huge hit. And Finland has a first down at the 25-yard line. Jenny Wahlberg at quarterback. But the two backs line up for power plays. But this time Wahlberg drops back and completes a pass under pressure from Yasmin Straka. From Constance Marek on the Austrian side, number 26, D-line from Austria. Got through the line and was right in the face of Wahlberg, but she completed that pass down the middle, and now Finland has a first down and goal at the 4. Great awareness by the quarterback and nerves of steel under pressure. And great catch by the receiver. Jenny Linden still in the pistol behind Wahlberg. Wahlberg tries to hand it off to Kuusinen and completes the handoff, but the Austrian defenders got through the line this time and made the tackle for a loss. It was about a 2 or 3 yard loss for Team Finland on this play, so it's second and goal from the 7. Quick pitch to Linden, runs through the defense, and the tackle is already in the end zone. She's in for another Finnish touchdown. 6 more points on the board for Team Finland. This is looking more and more like a blowout. The score is 42-7 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and Finland lining up for the extra point attempt. Again, 2-point conversion attempt. They have about a 50% ratio of converting these 2-point conversion attempts. This time another toss to Linden, who runs in with no defenders in sight. Great blocks again by the O-line and the receivers. That puts the score at 44 Team Finland against 7 by Team Austria. That
Finlandia 44,
lone
Austria
touchdown
7.
in the second quarter.
Sorpresa en este partido.
That was
Estará en la gran
catch and
final.
run for 71 yards
El sábado, ¿no?
by Lisa Neuboyer. Since then, Austria has not been able to get close to the end zone, whereas Finland relentlessly pushed the football down the field and kept scoring in this game. The field needs to be fixed near the goal line. Some of the grass was kicked up by the cleats of the players in that scramble at the goal line. And Titi Kusinen is going to kick the football off for Team Finland. Kick goes to the right and is fielded by Egger, who runs it back to midfield before getting tackled by Finland's number 32, Johanna Pudas. Excuse me, it was Victoria Legat, not Egger. It was number 4 on Team Austria. Nice return by Legat. And a first down for Team Austria. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. And it is getting very, very hot. Triffel wanted to pass, but had no time because the Finnish D-line once again got through. This time, number 76, Riikka Kalo, made the tackle, the sack of the Austrian quarterback. She gets hit a lot in this game, and she has already had to spend a play at the sideline because of a big hit. So the offensive line needs to give her more room to throw, and perhaps she needs to just step back in that pocket. Stepping up when the D-line comes through is only going to result in a sack. This time the blocks looked good, but the pass was still incomplete, intended for number 1, Nicole Huber. She was in the middle of a lot of traffic, so it was a hard catch, and she couldn't make it. 3rd and 15, Team Austria. A minute left in this quarter. Austria with 4 receivers. And the handoff to Siri Knapp, number 19. Again, Riikka Kallio is right there to stop the run. Despite the speed of Austria's 2 starting running backs, or their starting running back and their second running back from the Vienna Vikings, Lisa Neuboyer and Siri Knapp, they just cannot get the rushing attack going, especially not on the inside with this Finnish D-line. And it's a punt down the middle by Christina Haberditz on 4th down. No return. The ball is at the 12-yard line with another Finnish first down. But the score, 4-7, Team Finland. This score would put Finland in the final, and it looks like it will put Finland in the final, although there's still another quarter of play left. This would be next to impossible to come back from this deficit. perhaps Austria still has some tricks up their sleeve.
Timeout in Finland.
Finland calls a timeout.
Tiempo muerto pedido por el equipo de
They are
Finlandia.
not
Cuando vemos
they
que
are not
quedan
letting
17
loose
segundos
just
para
yet.
finalizar
They
este
know
tercer cuarto,
that
donde
they need to
Finlandia está
concentrate
dominando
until the end
con
to
una
make
gran
sure
ventaja sobre Austria.
they
Finlandia
get that spot in the final
44-7.
against Team GB.
Lo más probable es que Finlandia juegue la gran final de este campeonato europeo contra la
Team
selección
Austria
de Gran
will
Bretaña el sábado por la noche en este mismo campo.
play in the bronze medal game then. And who they will play against is going to be decided by tonight's game at 9 o'clock between Sweden and Germany. Both teams suffered defeat by the hands of Team GB on the first 2 game days. Complete pass to number 81, Yana Yamima Silas, this time for a first down. 20-yard catch by Silas. And the clock is winding down. It will be the end of the third quarter. We have 12 more minutes to play in this football game. So it will be 1st and 10 for Team Finland on their own 40 when we start the fourth quarter after a quick break as the officials place the football on the other 40 and the teams switch sides for the last quarter of this game. So this Saturday we will have 3 games for you. First off, the 5th place game with Team Spain and the team that loses tonight's matchup between Sweden and Germany. And that game, I believe, will be at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then at 11, we will have the bronze medal game between the winner of tonight's matchup and what looks like Team Austria. Finally, in the evening, we will have the final game between Team GB and probably, more than likely, Team Finland. Another run by Tuti Kusinen, number 36, for 7 yards. It is 2nd and 3 for Team Finland. They are a complete team. They can run, they can pass, and on defense, that defensive line is very strong. Against the run, they're strong against pass blocking as well. Run up the middle by Jenny Linden for no gain. It is stuffed by the Austrian defense, number 21, Vanessa Döring, the leading tackler on the team today. She was not happy with her performance in the first game and vowed to do better today. She's definitely bringing it all. In the first half, she made 5 tackles and she added a few more in this half. So great work by the Vikings linebacker. Hand off to Jenny Linden after she slipped, but she still manages to run up the field and for the first down for about 11 yards. An Austrian player is down. I did not see the number. And she's still down. So they are looking at her. We're going to have another injury timeout. She made the tackle after that run by Jenny Linden. You could see that Linden kind of slipped as she tried to take off, and yet she recovered so quickly and used her speed to go straight up the middle, but she still gained 7 or 8 yards at least on that play for a first down for Team Finland. These veteran running backs know how to keep those legs churning and make those power plays through the middle. They're not afraid of contact. They run into the defender if they deem that necessary, but they can also read their blocks and make those cutbacks. There is really no drop-off between Team Finland's running backs. The player on the field is number 6, Lovorka Maras. She suffered a helmet-to-helmet in the first game, but she was back on the field today. And she's walking off the field. She will probably be kept out of the rest of this game by the coaching staff and the trainers. It is very hot, and she needs to get checked out to make sure she does not have a concussion after that hit. Handoff to Jenny Linden in the middle. This time the Austrian defense pushes back. Number 45, Patricia Stefanelli, made the tackle with an assist by Vanessa Döring. Döring runs off the field. To check on her teammate and take a quick break to rehydrate. The sun is beating down relentlessly on the teams. Merita Brun at quarterback, handing off to Tutti Kusinen, who spins and runs through some players to the 30-yard line. Another strong run by the Crocodiles fullback. And another great push by the Finnish O-line. Less than 9 minutes left in the football game, but the score at 44-7. Team Finland is going into that final game. Brun drops back and passes to Katri Laine, who gets forced out of bounds by Austria's number 37, Franziska Zottner. This time Laine couldn't stiff arm the defender, but she did run for about 8 yards on this outside run. Second and 2 at the edge of the red zone at the 21-yard line for Team Finland, with Merita Brun at quarterback. Hand off to Katri Laine, the fullback, runs up the middle, spins around, gets tackled by Vanessa Döring. But she does gain that first down. It was a 3-yard run for Katri Laine, number 91. And it's a first down in the red zone for Team Finland. This time the running backs are Jenny Linden and Janina Virtanen. And it's a short pass to the left by Merita Brun. It is complete. Tackle at the sideline was made by Martina Beisteiner, and the Finnish receiver is down after that hit by the cornerback.
Avanzando poco a poco dentro del campo de Austria, acercándose cada vez más a su end zone.
And there was some comic relief at the Austrian sideline. They provide a lot of that to try to give some moral support to their team, cheer them up, and get them to fight till the end of this game. There are 7 more minutes left. Austria is looking to get that football back. But this time it's another complete pass by Merita Brun to number 82, Henrika Pitkänen, wide receiver on the Finnish team, for another touchdown pass. The most successful player in Finnish history, Merita Brun, adds 6 more points to her score total with this pass. Snap was a bit too high, but still the handoff was good to Jenny Linden. She runs it in for the 2 points. 8 more points added to Finland's side of the scoreboard. It is 52-7. Huge blowout for Team Finland in the big game, in the Spanish heat. Even though Team Finland comes from far up north, the heat didn't get to them. They are just relentless. They are a well-oiled machine and have a very deep roster they can use for a lot of different combinations. They don't use a lot of formations, but they do have a lot of different combinations of plays. I mean, it's not really a long list of plays either. They combine them so well, and it's really the roster that they can use so well to their advantage. Both of their quarterbacks are very strong with their skill set. Both of them can pass. Merita Brun can run really well, but if needed, Wahlberg can also get those yards with her legs. Kickoff is fielded by Team Austria's number 26, Constance Marek, of the defensive line, by the 35-yard line. So Finland's advantage is their deep roster, their athletic ability and speed. I mean, they are a complete team, as we saw in that first game. They adjust really well. They don't let mistakes get to them. They are mentally tough, and they are a well-coached team. Austria now with 4 receivers and Christina Haberditz at quarterback. A fake handoff to Siri Knapp. Haberditz is pursued by the Finnish defense and runs for those yards, gets about 5 yards before she gets pushed out of bounds by Finland's number 34, Marianne Tanninen. Huge hit again. But Haberditz comes back on the field for the second down. 2nd and 6 for Team Austria with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. And it was a penalty on the offense, so it's actually going to be a repeat of the first down after a 10-yard penalty for offensive holding. So it's 1st and 16, Team Austria at the 29-yard line. Hubbard remains in at quarterback. This time the 3 receivers are on the left side with another one split on the right. And this time it is a handoff to number 19, City Knupp. She runs for about 3 yards for a 2nd down.
Second and long for Austria. Nueva carrera del equipo austriaco, bien parado con la defensa de Finlandia. Segunda y larga para Austria.
This time Austria has tried an outside run for their quick running back. But again, the Finnish defense adjusted and the linebackers got there in time. Fake handoff to number 19 to Siri Knapp, and the defense actually bit on that, so Haberdis could keep the football and run for those yards, but she is not as fast as her running backs, and so the defense was able to get there after about 4 yards. Third and long for Team Austria. Like I said, their 3rd down conversion rate has not been stellar. But with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game, they have to change that. Handoff to City Knapp. She lowers her shoulders and runs into the defender. Doesn't get through. It is 4th down for Team Austria.
So 4th down situation for Austria.
And their 4th down conversion rate is also 0. Actually, there was a 4th down that they converted on a penalty. So that one is, in fact, not 0. Apologies for stating that wrong, but they actually do not go for this 4th down. Haberdis punts the football, and Finland returns it to the 50, Sari Kuosmanen, and tackle was made by Kristina Egger of Team Austria, number 3, at midfield. So Team Austria decided to give the football back to Finland with less than 4 minutes left. They're not trying to score, they are trying to conserve their energy for Saturday, it seems, for the bronze medal game. They do have a very short roster of only 31 players, so not as deep as the other teams. It is difficult to play a tournament with 3 games played within 1 week with such a short roster. Slipped by Tutti Kuusinen, and that forces Wahlberg to keep the football, and it is a 1-yard loss for Team Finland after that run. 2nd and 12, Team Finland, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. The score is 52-7. Team Finland is going to the final against Team GB, who are definitely watching this team. It's going to be a huge matchup between 2 really, really tough teams. And it is anyone's game at this point. Tutti Kuusinen through the defenders for a 20-yard gain. Tackle made by Austria's number 15, Ruth Gutjahr. Tutti Kuusinen is, like I said, a very powerful runner. And you can see how she just keeps going and runs through the defenders. Doesn't get slowed down by any hits, unless the tackle is perfectly executed and low to the ground, which Ruth Gutjahr actually demonstrated this time. Nice tackle by Gutjahr. Handoff to Jenny Linden, and a run down the left, another cutback, and a tackle by the 10-yard line by who else but number 21, Vanessa During. She is a standout on the defense today. If I were one deciding the MVP trophy for Team Austria, that would definitely be for the Vikings linebacker. And Team Finland, I mean, it's such a great effort by the entire team. Obviously, with Lahtinen scoring the majority of the touchdowns, she is the obvious choice. But Linden once again gets a handoff and runs up the field untouched for several yards, and then more after contact. It's 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line for Team Finland. A minute and a half left. Another injury on the Austrian team. Marianne Demmel, but she stood up and is walking off the field. She tried to stop Linden and managed before she got to the goal line. A minute and a half left. 2nd and goal. Team Finland. A dominant force in this game. Showing why they are the #1 ranked team in Europe and have been for a long time. We are waiting for a kneel down. Finland decides not to run up the score anymore and take the knee at the goal line. It is 3rd and goal with the clock winding down. There will be another kneel down, and Finland is going to the final on Saturday. Wahlberg takes the knee, and the clock is winding down. The teams are already greeting each other. The score is 52-7. Finland was an unstoppable force this morning in Spain. And tonight we will have one more game that will decide who Team Austria will face in the bronze medal game. The game is now officially over. Team Finland is in the final of the first ever Women's European Championship. And that's going to be a huge, huge game. I am so excited about all of these games. These teams are so well matched, and Team GB and Team Finland will just have a battle for the ages, I'm sure. Both teams have a deep roster, huge athletic ability on both sides, speed, great effort, team unity, and a great coaching staff. So this is going to be huge for women's football in Europe. And congrats to Team Austria for fighting and scoring that touchdown on a great pass and getting into the bronze medal game at this tournament with such a short roster. It's a little time to prepare. We will see the MVP selected after the teams greet each other. We will come back tonight with another game between Team Sweden and Team Germany at 9 o'clock. That will decide who goes into the bronze game to face Team Austria on Saturday. Thank you for watching, and please come back tonight. My name is Anna Banhedi. I will see you later. Goodbye for now.
Partido que jugarán para luchar por las medallas. We have the big final this Saturday night. Great Britain against Finland. Austria will play for winning the bronze medal against the winner of tonight's game between Sweden and Germany. And the MVP to the Austria team, player number 23, Lisa Neubauer. MVP del equipo de Austria 23, Lisa Neubauer. Segundo MVP de este torneo para la jugadora austriaca, MVP Finland team, player number 8, Paula Lehtinen. MVP del equipo finlandés, jugadora número 8, Paula Lehtinen. 2 touchdowns de carrera, 1 touchdown de recepción de pase, más de 100 de carrera y 43 de pase. So to our Finland supporters, you can celebrate the pass to the final in our bar with the lowest prices in drinks around. And we see you tonight for the game between Germany and Sweden to the 9 p.m. in this same field.
Ponte ahí.
Which team?
I don't care.
Ponte en el centro. Al centro.
You ready, Petra?
Good morning. This is the end of the match. Final one. We have the MVP of Finland. How do you feel knowing that you are in the final?
Great, that was what we came here for, but you never know your opponents. But we played a good game again, as we did with Spain. So I think we are strong, we are playing good, and we have a good team spirit.
You have been the strongest team in this group. What do you think about Great Britain?
I don't know, they are so surprised, and they are strong, they are big, they are fast. We really have to get us together again, go and get recovered, and be our top to beat them.
Do you want to say anything to Finland?
I would like to say hello to Jorma, Joppe, our head coach, who wasn't able to come here. We love you, and thanks for the Finnish team. Great team.
Thanks and good luck.
Thank you.
Selvisikö vielä, onko tässä jotain erillistä pressiä?
We have here Lisa. This is your MVP.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm honored to get it again, but I'm also sad that we lost the game. But Finland was a very strong opponent, so they had a great game. They're tough girls. It's definitely a great win for them, and they deserved it, really. But now we're going to get the bronze medal. We have one game, and yeah, it's the bronze medal for us. I hope so.
Thank you.
Go Austria. Thanks.
We want to remind you that tonight at 9 we are going to have another match. And see you tonight. And thanks to